Chris and Sparta.
As always, as always.
All right. So you're also 2-0 so far. I mean, in my case, I got it by round 1 by the power of sleeping too much.
Right.
But
yeah, I didn't realize we were talking so much. I didn't realize the next round came up. So
next round just started. So,
I kind of won both of my rounds because the last turn I top decked something important.
And you know what?
I guess if you
Heart of the cards.
Donut as well.
You guys can one more time. I got to buy, so I got nothing to do. So
yeah, come chill with us.
Start explaining. Cause
oh yeah, welcome to the Comcast. So any thoughts on your first round against the Forcecraft deck? Any thoughts of?
I was just playing. I recently got VR set up. I got a new PC.
I'm gonna mute them actually.
This holiday season.
Let me turn them down let me turn you up while we get your little review before they start.
Yeah. No, I mean, let me know when you want me to start.
No, go ahead. You're good.
Okay. No, it was such a cool game. Like there was nothing. Arguably, I shouldn't have pitched the Kawi, but like I wanted to see what I could have gotten off of the Hellblaze Demon, and go from there instead of like committing to Kawi regretting like the next top deck.
Yeah.
But like it was just such a back and forth. Like I really can't complain. My deck, did the best that it really could have within reason. At least it didn't like absolutely brick like last week, you know.
Yeah.
So
the thing with Kawi, I think, is just everyone knows how to play against Kawi, and like for sure, like let's say you
Kawi is like the ultimate counter against
you win it went against.
It's such a funny.
You didn't have really that much to choose from with Kawi, and running into everything, and then he goes into like Viridia Magna, and I think how the last words work is that
it's dependent on when they die. So let's see, if it's the Viridia Magna player who's went into Kawi, Viridia Magna is priority because it's their turn, so she evolves, so Kawi can pop her.
Okay.
But if like let's say Kawi pops or let's say Kawi runs into like the base form Viridia Magna, they will both die, obviously, but Kawi triggers first because your turn player.
Yeah, turn player.
Viridia Magna's still off the board, so you won't get to pop her, and then she triggers, and then she comes back evoed. So it's turn dependent on who gets what.
Yeah.
And Kawi, honestly, it's like it really depends on what deck is what that determines what they want to do to deal with them. Like some decks, like Runecraft can easily just be like Rime Wind and just bounce them back to hand, which is no big deal. But some decks are just like, yeah, I gotta just like sack a bunch of stuff, or else they'll just get to pop something and then gain life. And so it's weird. I've had sometimes people just have to they have like 3 cards on board, and I'll have Kawi, and they just gotta be like, run everything into Kawi, I guess, because I don't want you to gain life anyways. Like it makes you just kind of have to like think in a different way that screws with people.
Yeah.
Depending on the matchup. But yeah. And then I've had matches where I get Kawi off of Hellblaze Demon, so it's a 6/6 in the EX area. So when I play it, and they're just like, "What the heck is this?" It's a 6 that I just have to commit so much to it. Yeah.
That's just one cent in packing.
It's funny. Kawi's such a mental screw.
That's why we love Crystal Lily.
No, but it was. He did what he had to do. He just, he just had to dig. So, and he was just lucky to get the last. I'm assuming it was the last Latica. He played Latica quite a few times.
Yeah, it's just that card's just pretty scary, just because there's ways to remove it, and last words isn't proc, stuff like that. But yeah, it's still a good card.
Oh yeah. No, Kawi's annoying. There's really. And the thing is with Abyss too is there's not a lot of great turn 5. Like Kawi's good. The Apostle of Silence is good, I guess, if you're running the Silence package. But he kind of eats up your Evo slot, so that's why I was using Kawi instead, because I need the slot for Viridian Magna. There's just not a lot of, maybe Rondo for turn 5, but like she's kind of as far as turn 5s go. So yeah, turn 5 is honestly, I feel like kind of, well, other than Machina is probably fine on turn 5s because they have like, they can do
Guess not.
and they summon Nicola, Evo Nicola for last point. So you can like easily just use your 5 for that turn. But for like control, it's rough for turn 5.
Yeah, so I'm asking if you're ready.
Oh yeah, I'm ready. I had to turn down.
And yeah, Necro's a little rough too on turn 5.
The other three. It's taking them so long to start.
Okay, yeah, let me.
I was wondering, but I think they might have been waiting on us, but I think they
I've been asking. So like, oh yeah, ready, die roll, ready,
like they were just there twiddling their thumbs. I was like, are they actually waiting on us?
How do you want to roll?
Yeah,
just high roll in the.
It felt like an official judge table, like
1.
Like from Philly, it took them like a good minute to start us. So I was like, all right, the anticipation of playing.
Yeah.
4.
But let's turn them back up and all right, let's get into this game. Since we got Force versus Rune, haven't seen that in quite a bit.
I think pull up my deck list real quick to see what I want to mulligan for.
Let's see, what version of Rune is he playing? Let me look at this.
It is Earthright.
He's a dirty player.
And
I guess you decide first because
Tech
first.
calls it Mudslide, and I'm not gonna lie to you.
Mudslide.
When we saw it last round, like Exia, I think Exia played perfectly, but that deck slapped. I was like, oh, like
I'll mulligan.
Like, I'm telling you, Riley was like the tip of the iceberg of what Rune needed or Earthright needed.
Good luck too.
And like the more Earthright support that we get, like Riley's just such a good card. Like it's that 3-cost card that was kind of like weird for Earthright or for Rune, because they have to either decide to keep this like 3-cost spell that either heals you and then use Earthright to draw 2, or like deal 5 damage or something with Witch Bolt. Now Riley is a card that does all those things.
And
so
you pass,
and she's a
buddy. That sucks.
Yeah. I mean, with only X amount of Earthright cards.
Yep.
E for free, then draw.
Looking at top 4.
That 3 life gain is just so with Trent.
The Gingerbread House
and 1 to face.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, also
no, not the Gingerbread House. The Trent.
Forest player starts with a 3 on the field,
Treant. I call him Tech because Tech Curb gets on me about it.
Spend 2 Passionate Potioneer. I'll get a Magic Sediment and immediately stack it onto the other thing and pass turn.
Okay.
I'm waiting for the day
for playing Natter Force
for Earthright to finally get a card to where this amount of like amulets you have in your cemetery.
Get a tree on the field, and because there are now enough things, I look at top 3.
What always gets me when I'm playing that is the Forest Hermit not being Natura always catches me off guard.
Yeah, like you're saying, like they kind of like limit them because like they take up spot on the field.
Yeah,
do kind of.
But like, I'm just saying that there's like hopefully like a follower that'll be like, hey, if you have X amount of amulets in the cemetery or something like that for Earthright, that'd be pretty interesting.
Trend effect on
like
this
Magic Sediments will probably the tokens will probably be more like valuable instead of keeping the actual card on field.
This is not a good opener. For
there's so many like the game's rules are basic, but it feels like there's enough like moving parts that like there is some variety they can they can do to the game if they want. Like the potential's there, it feels like.
Okay, swing for 2 into your swing 2 at you.
Tech said.
Spend 3. Riley, Earthright, deal 5 to your Treant.
Okay.
And pass turn.
It's fair. Yeah, you don't want that Trent on there too long.
Okay. can she only
The life gain
do
can
that
get
on
out of control
Fanfare?
if you leave that Trent on the board.
So okay, Riley is weird. She's 3 cost 3/4. Fanfare Earthright to choose one of the 3. And then if it was put from
Again,
cemetery,
so-
you choose all 3 options instead. Option 1 is to deal 5 to an enemy follower. Option 2 is to gain +3 attack, and option 3 is to draw 2 cards.
Okay.
Then I can spend 6 while she's in cemetery to resummon her with Storm and Last Words to banish her.
Okay. Hmm.
So there's
Here, I'll
supposed to be a
put the
big
card image
storm
in
coming
the
up
voice
here.
chat.
I
Chat.
only needed like
You mean
know
no.
what she does, but I wasn't sure. It
Okay,
was only
yeah,
Fanfare.
I didn't know if you meant like
Yeah, it's
storm
just
as far as like Shadowverse storm or like an actual weather storm.
weather storm. Nah.
Part of the reason Dirt Rune gets
We're all
crazy
shut in. Who cares about the
later
weather
is
outside?
that we get away
He
from
just
Yeah,
plays
we're
down
inside
5
points
outdoor
cards.
cards and
ability
just
for like
wins.
really cheap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know that card. I'm not
Takes his
happy
camera and
it
points out to
exists,
the
but I know that
outside
card.
window. It's like I
Okay,
cast storm.
I guess I just
do
lose the
that.
game today.
Evo for 1.
Yeah.
I might actually make a
I
make
get back
a
the
meme
3.
about that and put it in the chat. Not gonna lie, that's a pretty good meme.
I play a 3 from down there.
Which is
Yeah.
really bad
Play
tomorrow.
This is like
the
the guess
Trent.
I'll die.
Oh my
Guess
god,
I'll
it's
die.
a
Back
bigger
Team
trend.
for 3.
Wait a second.
Oh
Is there
my
a snow
god.
card in the game? That
A
Um,
has
snow card.
Draw
Yeah.
1.
like this has like art of snow.
Hmm.
Like
And
the-
God, you would think there
Snow
would
Wizard?
be.
I don't even know what class that would even be under, unless like they had like a Christmas like.
Theme. Isn't well. Filene kind of has like a little bit of like a wintry vibe to her, but I don't think she's technically
She's a
snow
Winterfrost
related.
dragon. Yeah, so
Yeah, but it's not like there's not like a storm on her like screen or anything like
I
that.
just got Ivy Spell
Yeah.
Or on
Um,
her
the-
art.
Then
Sure.
the storm kindish card is a Witch Bolt. I mean, if you use Witch Bolt, it's kind of like a
Right.
stormish.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
I suppose
played
that
it
is like a
last time.
storm. Yeah,
Yes.
I wasn't
I'm trying to think of more
That
like a
means
winter, like
I
blizzard,
survived the
snowstorm
phase.
kind of.
Yep. How many cards
Oh
in
man,
hand?
Tech's taking a lot of damage.
4. Pass.
Okay.
Yeah, Tech is getting a little
Draw.
beat up here. But
Yeah, and the Trent, oh my god, up to 28 because of all the life gain.
with a combination of 2 cards that he has, he can definitely clear the board because these bodies aren't that
Yeah.
big.
Okay.
But it looks like he might not have it.
Honestly, I'm like, because of like these 2 decks
Against
exclusively,
cute,
I'm like
I
half
used the
debating on
trend
putting
effect,
Azazel
like,
back
5
in my
times. That was nice.
Abysscraft deck.
Yeah, you've used it 3 times
I-
already
I
against
think
me.
Azazel
That's,
still deserves like a
annoying
1-up
for
spot
this deck, I'll say,
specifically just
to say the
because
least.
the matchups
And that's the
where
single
you
tree.
go up against like
there's still
things
2
that are
more in
like
there.
mid-rangey.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because after set 3, Dean definitely like agreed with me in saying that the set slowed down. Or the meta slowed down, and it sure enough did.
Spend 3,
After which
play
set?
another Hydra Shaman,
After set 3 with
Earthright,
Hero
deal
Sword,
5
it
to your
definitely
set 3.
slowed down. Like as soon as we got, I think Israfel
Um,
came out in set 4, if I'm correct.
Spend 1,
I always
play
use
Yeah, she
those
was
Sweep of Fae, heal for 3.
Yeah, she was a neutral U in set 4.
Yeah, so like when she came out, the
swing
people were
Potioneer
kind of, I
into
wouldn't
the
say
Forest
flocking
Tournament.
or running to her, but
And
they
swing Hydra
definitely
Shaman
wanted to
into
play her,
the
of
Desert
course, 'cause,
Pathfinder.
like it's a big
Well-
8-drop, heals you 4, and then swings 10 for
And
to
then
deal
pass
5 to
turn.
the board. So
Well,
Okay.
as somebody who bought 6, I guess you could say I flocked to her. So yeah,
I'm ready. I'm ready for the Latica tree, send them back.
Yeah.
and then you just, I think really paying attention to what the neutrals are, because the neutrals are really going to help the other decks. So like Techno
Yeah.
Lord's a 6 cost, so you should at least know when you're playing against the Machina deck, if you have the removal to get rid of the early game stuff and not get beat down, then they're going for a big turn 6 play. Sometimes they won't have any play points left, so that can be a recovery turn, stuff like that. It's just we don't have like a 3-cost hero follower that evolves when you only have 2 cards in hand from slapping all your cards on the field.
yeah.
Can't say I'm traumatized or anything, but like
No, not at all. No, it doesn't sound like it.
nah.
Yeah, no, I
Play Forest Hermit. Get a tree
I
down.
don't know. It's interesting.
And Evo.
But like at least for me, it's like if I was like playing against like let's say like Forestcraft at the moment, it's like if I did have like a Zazel, like even the match I played earlier, it's just like in my head I'm just like okay, cool, he's at 10. Like at all times, he's just at 10. I just got to get a Zazel on the board.
Pathfinder, get a tree down, then look at top 3.
So nice, yeah, fancy great trees.
Groove was short enough saying, "Oh yeah, if you have a Zazel, that's game." I was like, man, if you did have a Zazel, that would have been game. It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, he did have the mark of the what was it, mark of the 6th, I think, for the 11 damage.
9-turn.
But that's just like terrifying, though. It's just like, oh my god, just then get out of here.
I mean, you have to get it out of his hand. You have to.
Both die.
Yeah.
It means discard effect. I discard.
Maybe I'll, you know what, honestly, maybe I'll swap out Kawi for Zazel.
Discard Magna.
That's what I'll do.
Sure.
I do have 3 Israfil and 3 Evo, so I could probably just swap out like a Israfil Evo for a Zazel.
Then run into Riley.
Sure.
Okay, he's running the Hermit into Riley.
Then Nature's Guidance on the Pathfinder. I get it. Draw 1
here.
and pass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cards in hand.
He's digging a little bit with the Nature's Guidance.
6.
Okay. Stack up onto this. Yeah, swing you for 3. Spend 1, Sweets Buffet, stack up, heal for 3. Up to 3 stacks on this. Spend 4, Felice, Earthright, give her Storm, swing you for 4. Pass turn.
That's a lot of damage.
Okay.
I've almost got you down to 20 life. Let's go.
Adeka.
Almost down to 20 life, like that's an achievement.
Yeah, right? I mean, being at 28. It was like, man, this means almost at 30.
So I can get it free down here.
Yeah.
That's the highest life total you guys have seen.
3.
Like the highest.
I think oh god, I saw a match where
it
was
and I get one
Idle Tree versus Idle Tree, and one player was up to like 42 life.
Like,
the other guy was just like, all right, I'm scooping. Like, there's just like, oh, what the heck am I doing here? Like,
I'm glad I just pulled this bill.
It was ridiculous.
Exactly when I needed it.
I'm guessing there is no cap on how high your life can go.
In a moment,
it's just all one time.
Yeah.
No, it's just how high are you willing to go before you know you just can't deal with damage.
Yeah.
So he's swinging with Latico. Oh my god. It's just swinging with Latico right now.
You just gotta love the interaction with Rune here. Like they're like taking it's like Forte all over again.
Of a top deck. Not quite, but that's still helpful.
I mean, I still had other options, but
well, intensely, like, you could even be more crazy if you have Silent Suzuka in Forestcraft and just like have a another Stormer for 4/5.
Oh well, go ahead and call Groove.
I guess
crazy
that helps.
Groove has it.
Oh, have you seen him play Silent Suzuka?
Not yet, but I think
I'm down to 10.
Groove pitched it. Groove pitched it when he's playing against you for the tree.
So you still have how many cards in hand? Like 4 or 5?
Doesn't she also have like a bounce effect?
She has a top deck effect, which is not very good, but she does swing for more damage. But she has top deck. Sends the card to the top of your deck.
7 is a lot of defense.
Okay, 4 costs.
Yeah, I mean, it's alright for a storm card.
I was thinking it was like maybe like select a enemy or select a card on the field and put it top of his deck. And I was like thinking like you could like bounce a gnat or a tree if you needed to draw and ditch. But yeah, it's still decent.
That's a good story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I gotta take the risk here because otherwise I'm just spending my whole turn jamming a Hydro Shaman into her. Although that might not be bad. It might not be as bad, rather, as I think. I draw 2, kill her. God, it just feels so bad, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might regret this, but I'll take the risk. Spend 3, Alchemist, Earthright, get 2 Golems in EX. Spend 2 and an Evo point to evolve her. Spend 1, play Guardform Golem, deal 3 to your Avatar Fruition.
All right, I got rid of the avatar. That's
Ward the
good.
Golem, pass turn.
You can get free play points.
1 ward?
Oh
scary.
god, he
That's
left
scary.
Latica up.
Okay. Oh.
So we sit here and pray that we can buff Latica while also getting rid of the ward.
Yeah.
with
If
and
this
with
is Ivy
Silence
Spellbomb
Bazooka
off
being
the
a
top,
thing
I'm
that's
gonna be
really
upsetty.
scary. It's really scary.
Yeah, you could just like if you had it, you could just play or bounce back the ward and just be like, all right, you're just eating damage all day.
2 trees. And Ivy Spellbomb. On
Yeah.
the one.
Yeah.
That's free and then
Yeah,
7.
you got it.
Yeah, that's it. Yep.
And it,
Yeah. TRINN. Just to get you away. What I got to do. What I got to do.